What nobody tells you about show day. I was transferring some photos today and I saw some memories from show day in 2024. And I thought it would be cool to talk about what nobody tells you happens backstage. As I've already been to 11 bodybuilding competitions in my career. I have a little list here what we're going to talk about. So I have 7 things. The first one is going to be that you will have to be completely naked around a lot of people. And if the show is organized properly, it will be mostly your gender. So it would be either females or males. But I've also been to a competition here in my country where genders were not really that important. And it was uncomfortable for sure. Also, my first show in 2018, my tan was put by a man. And this was the first time I was completely naked in front of a man that is not my partner. So you need to be prepared for that because after you get your tan on, you will be put in a place to actually dry where everybody's going to be naked. The second thing, you will be thirsty as hell even if you're not doing the loading week, the peak week with diuretics, even if you're doing it naturally. I did it last year in 2025. I was also very, very thirsty just because the day of the show, until you go on stage, you actually have limited water. It's impossible to do it other way. You will not be that hungry just because the loading process will have a lot more food than what you had during your prep, but you will be very, very thirsty. The third thing, you will always forget something. This is why you need to have a list. Of course, on your first show, the last thing you would be thinking about is to make a list for your next show. But there are already websites, I think it's Compact Women, the UK brand that I think they sell competition wear, they also have heels and all that. There are lists on websites that tell you what to prepare for your show day. So, my biggest advice is to get some type of a list from there and then remove or add anything you can think of specifically for yourself. Everything happens, trust me. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong on show day. The fourth thing that I probably have the most experience with and funniest stories with, you will always be late. Always. I have two very funny stories. First one was in 2023 when I did the Romania Muscle Fest. And my makeup was scheduled for 6:30 in the morning, I believe. And because it was raining, it was, I believe, in November, so it was still dark. 6:30 was still dark outside. It was raining, and the way that I was supposed to go for the appointment, well, there was actually a fence. They put a fence on it, so I had two options. Either I climb the fence or I'm late for the appointment. So I climbed the fence. And there was a security guard. He chased me. He started speaking something in Romanian, shouting it. I fell from the fence. I still have a mark here. There was blood. I was running. My blood pressure was low, of course. I almost fainted, but I got to the place. They actually put the makeup on while I was laying on the floor. So it was a very, very nice experience. The second thing was last year in Spain when I did the Big Man weekend, and my Airbnb was actually 10 minutes away from the venue. I had a rent a car, everything was measured. I already been to the place, I've done this competition before. So I leave my place, I leave the Airbnb 40 minutes before my appointment. I think it was hair first, my hair appointment, and it was Sunday and it was December. in Alicante, and they were doing something on the roads everywhere. So all the roads that were leading to the venue were closed, and I went around with the rent a car for around an hour and something. And then I called my coach. I understood what the problem is. I stopped with the car at the parking lot. I called an Uber. I explained to him. He didn't know a word in English. He was just speaking Spanish. I used Google Translate. I tried to explain to him. He stopped at one place. He was talking to the police. The police didn't let us. And at the end, we found some type of a road that led me to around 700 meters away from the venue. And I was running to there. Fortunately, the whole show was late just because of the road, but it was again a very interesting experience. So you need to make sure you have plenty of time before the show and before your appointments, even if that means to lay on the floor backstage for a long time. Be sure you're there. The fifth thing I have, don't compare yourself. Do whatever you can to lower the noise backstage. Don't look at the other competitors. Just put your headphones, lay down, relax, meditate, whatever you can do. Don't compare yourself. You can never know what's going to happen on stage, how somebody's going to look there, how they're going to be posing. The only thing that can do for you comparing would be to fuck up your mindset and to lower your chances to be your absolute best on stage. The sixth thing, the stage time that is planned will never be accurate. Either it will be earlier or it will be later, and you need to know what you have to do. For example, salt, electrolytes, pumping up, everything needs to be planned ahead, and you need to know what comes next. And it should be in a matter of 15 to 20 minutes, you should be ready to go. For example, when I did the Arnold Amateur in the States, they literally, the moment I went backstage, they already started preparing us. And just because it was a small show, it was still like women's figure or whatever it was. We had two divisions before us. Bikini was before us, and they already started preparing wellness to go on stage. There were three competitors that actually missed prejudging just because they weren't there. So it will be either earlier or later. Olympia Amateur I did in Spain lasted until my division went around 9 p.m. at night. And it was planned to go around 3, I believe. So you need to have additional food and you need to know how to pump and get ready for stage in seconds. And the seventh thing I'm gonna leave you with, it will go faster than you've ever imagined. And enjoy it. You will have unbelievable memories from these days. And this is the day that you've actually worked for your whole career. Not only your off season and your prep, your whole career. The person you're presenting on this day is literally the person you've been your whole life. This version that's gonna hit that stage carries everything you've been through, not only through your career, but through your whole life. So enjoy it, live through it. Don't think about others, don't compare yourself, don't think, oh my God, what happens next? Just enjoy it, live through it.